Okay, this video is going to be about the updatable and drawable systems. So, game objects inherit from all of these different things. So we're just going to focus on updatable and drawable for now. So for updatable, the main thing that it provides is the update function that the user overloads for the update event that they want to happen every frame. But in order to have that happen, you need to register for an update. So how does that work? Basically, the scene has an updatable manager, and if you request to, if you submit for update registration, then you get added to that update manager's list of updatables, and then every frame process elements is called. So if you go to updatable process elements, it just loops through all of the updatables in its storage list and calls update on every single one of them. So here is where you register. You just insert that updatable into the list, and deregister, you erase it from that list. In terms of the actual registration, though, you want to do delayed registration, so you don't have things registering in the same frame, and then update would be calling twice. So for updatable, what you need to do is submit an update registration. What this does, there's a lot of shenanigans with checking that the registration state is what it needs to be, so that's what all the asserts are for. But you submit a command to the scene's registration broker. So the scene also has a registration broker that accumulates registration and deregistration commands for one frame of the game, adds all the commands to a list, and then executes all the commands. So if you go to scene, every single update of the scene, first you go through all of the registration and deregistration commands before you do anything else. So what does an update registration command look like? The main thing you need to do is overload the execute, and it will actually do the scene registration. So you submit for update registration, and then at the top of the next frame you actually do the scene registration, which adds your updatable to the list and the updatable manager. Draw system is practically identical. Just gonna click through these to pause if needed. So storage list, register and deregister, drawable manager has the list of drawables. One fun thing about processing the elements is that you do all of the draws first and then the draw 2Ds, so that the draw 2Ds happen later, or happen after all the 3D objects have been drawn. But that's really the only difference. And then we have the deregistration command and the registration command. So yeah, in terms of the user actually implementing this, let me see, a bullet for instance, when it enters the scene, it submits for update and draw registration. When it leaves, it submits for deregistration. Here is the user implemented update and the user implemented draw. Yeah, I think that's all I got.